Yeah, so exchange rate. This is the currency at which a particular country's currency is being traded for another. So like currently the between the US dollar and the naira, you have 1,470 naira to $1. So that's for exchange. For pounds, it's around 2,000 naira to £1. So when you look at that, that is exchange rate. So different companies manage exchange rate differently. So there's a fixed exchange rate management system. There is the managed float, and there's the total float, like floats system. So the fixed is what we were doing before. So the government decides what it wants its currency to trade with another currency, and then that is what it trades with. Now if in the markets demand is asking for more, the government subsidize the currency by paying the extra. That's fixed floats. Nigeria used to do that, but not anymore. Yeah, full floating is when market forces determine it. Buying and selling is totally determined by market forces. So that is floating exchange rates. If more people want to buy and less people want to sell, the exchange rate goes up. If less people want to buy and more people want to sell, the exchange rate nosedive. That's what we are seeing right now in Nigeria. Like, the naira is appreciating because there's much pressure. More people want to hold naira as opposed to USD. So the naira is appreciating against the USD. Same with the pounds. A managed float is a mixture of both. Some people will say we still do this, but I don't know. I wouldn't really say that because I don't know. I wouldn't really say that. But when you're doing both, when the government is managing, pumping in money to maintain the rates at which they want the exchange to be at. I think why most people say it's being done in Nigeria is because CBN is still selling currency or dollar to the BDC. So the assumption is if CBN is still selling, then it's still intervening. But I wouldn't really say that because it depends on how much the CBN is selling. If the CBN is selling at the same price at the black markets to the BDC, then there's no subsidy. So it's just, you're just buying from the CBN, just like any other purchase you're doing from any other place. You get? So it's all about how much the CBN is selling. And CBN is selling at NAFEM rates. And NAFEM rates and black market rate currently is like barely 20 naira difference. So hey, there ain't much upside there right now. You get? So you really can't say it's managed floats because there ain't any that much advantage from buying from the CBN. It's just people still buy from the CBN because if you want to do like medicals or businesses, when you want to transfer money in Nigeria, there are a lot of restrictions, a lot of government restrictions. You have to prove that you want to do a legitimate business. So it's easy if you already got the money through like a Form M. It's easy if you get the money from CBM. It's easy for you they just pay the money to the person or to the business. So that makes it easier for you instead of having to justify why you want to transfer the funds. I think that's why people still patronize CBM. It makes for that sales easy, not necessarily the exchange difference. The exchange difference isn't not that much. So that's the managed floats. In conclusion, we have learned about macro and micro indices. It's necessary that you consider these terms when making investments. What are the values? Not just the head knowledge or definitions, but what are the values? Those values would determine, is inflation coming down? Is NPR value low? Is exchange rate stable or fluctuating? All these are things you need to look at. When you look at it, you now decide, okay, maybe this is good for me, maybe this ain't good for me, you know. So those are things that you consider to know, is it real estate I should be into, is it dollar denominated investment I should be into, is it equities, is it fixed income securities. So those things actually determine what you should do. So that's the end of our class. Our next class, you see our videos, so ensure you click log on, stay with us for more insightful investment videos. Believe you me, you do get educated, and it's an education that I guess you see the gain from it almost immediately, you know, even before the end of the training. Yeah, so we'll meet next time. Bye.